What's up? Sherry here. I'm here to do a twin flame reading for February the 11th until the 18th. Okay. Okay, so for the female side, the past card is Transformation. I don't read reversals. For the male, Balance. Female, Presence, Rest and Rejuvenation. Male, Present, nice, Victory and Success. Recent past for the female, nice, throat chakra. Near future for the male, material and spiritual prosperity, awesome. And the outcome for the female, nice, triumphant success. And final outcome for the male, awesome, light, the sun card. Okay, so the energy that the female is bringing in, heartache and loss. Male, suffering and silence. Okay, for the foundation energy, patience and planning. Crowning energy, fertility, awesome. And for the heart-centered energy, partnerships and alliances, awesome. Okay, so I'm going to pull two cards from, so that was John Holland's Psychic Tarot. And the messages from the universe, I'm going to use Call It Bear and read Enchanted Map. Oh, I almost forgot to look at the bottom of the deck. Recognition and reward. A lot of threes. I think we got them all. 1, 2, 3. No, we're missing one. Plus, we got the High Priestess, which is the 3 as well. Or, sorry, the Divine Feminine. Okay, so this is message for the female. Peaks of Joy. Message for the male. Oh, shit, I always forget. Wide Open. Okay, and yeah, so I'll have a look at the cards. I'm going to pull some clarifiers and see you in a minute. Okay, so I've had a chance to look at the cards. Overall, on both sides, actually, there's a sense of going through a major transformation, a rebirth. There are several cards that reflect a birthing concept, and it seems to be stemming from the Empress at the top there. So there's a birth or rebirth, and it has to do with healing your heart. Both aspects got the 3 of Swords here, so there's a sense of going through this heartbreak and loss and transforming yourself into this awakened being after a long period of wait, and then coming together in a union in the center. I just wanted to mention there are several numbers that are repeating. You got 6 3s, and they all seem to be clustered in the union energy. So there's the 3 of Swords on both sides. We got the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. The Empress is a 3. And then the 3 of Pentacles at the top there. So 1 second, I'll read that to you. So to me, pentacles, or not pentacles, sorry, three refers to two energies coming together to form one energy, which is love. But it also means cycles, wisdom, balance, structure, creation, ascension, connection, and completion. There are also four fours right here. We got the two death cards. Then we have the four swords and also the four of cups here. So four is truth, order, choice, reason, honesty, stability, confidence, and foundation. Then we got four sixes. So that would be the six of wands, the six of pentacles, and then we got the two sixes on either side for the message from the universe. Oh, sorry, there's actually five sixes, and then we got that six of cups over there. So six is truth, union, lovers, harmony, balance, integration, and communication. So those are the energies that are overall in the reading. So I think we'll start off with the female side here. So I just wanted to clarify, when I say feminine aspect, I will refer to the feminine qualities as her. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is the gender, okay? Female is the female side of the mind, the right side, the illogical, emotional aspects of the brain. Because the transformation or death card shows up twice, shows up on the masculine side as well, I wanted to read that from you, and I'm going to read it from the John Holland's book. A time of ending is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that death of the old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes, and opportunities will come to expand you in more ways than you could ever imagine. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive steps, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people in my life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginning that awaits you. So that is coupled with the Seven of Pentacles, which is a repeated card from the Divine Feminine and Masculine readings. It is also a repeated card in the Union energy that is below here, which we will get to. But the Seven of Pentacles is the pregnant pause, waiting for the tides to turn. Doing your work and planning, putting those plans into motion, planting the seeds and waiting for the harvest to come in. When this card shows up, it usually means that the harvest is near. So these two cards are showing up in the feminine past position. So what that's telling me is that the feminine aspect has gone through a major transformation, and it has taken a long period of time. So yeah, she's working through all the shadow aspects. She's allowing things to be released and let go, so that she can grow those beautiful butterfly wings and move on into the future. These next two cards are in her present position. The Four of Swords here talks about a period of rest, meditation, rejuvenation, recuperation, and it also talks about coming out of a very difficult period, like something that was emotionally or mentally taxing. But it also talks about, beginning to build that solid, firm foundation for the future. Yeah. so that you can, take your next steps. So basically, it's about going within and healing yourself after this troubling time. So the card that accompanies it is the Ten of Swords. And this is the Dark Night of the Soul. It is destruction and death of the old self, and old thoughts as well. So just cutting away all those negative things in your life, things that have made you feel like you are out for the count, down on the ground, and been hurt so many times, So like I said, this is a 10, it's a completion. So you're going in and meditating and healing yourself, healing your heart. So the next card, which is in your near future, is the throat chakra. And this is I speak. So it's about communication, sound, creativity, clear audience, which is inner hearing. So the card that accompanies it is the Six of Cups. And this talks about finding that innocence, that youthfulness within, simple pleasures, happiness, that inner child, and acting out of generosity, kindness, and gentleness. But it also speaks of somebody coming back from your past, an old love, or just, somebody that brings out that youthfulness and innocence within yourself. When you think back about this person, it makes you feel happy and warm. So the two cards together tells me that there may be some communication coming in the near future from somebody from your past. The final outcome, we got the Ace of Swords, which is a new beginning. Could also mean that there's exciting challenges before you. It's strength, willpower, determination, and focus. And if you draw upon these aspects, then you will reign triumphant. It's also a double-edged sword, so you want to watch how you handle this power. It also talks about cutting away barriers, vanquishing negative thoughts, and strengthening your mental powers in order to gain clarity and control. So it talks about also initiating new ways of thinking. So the thing that I need you to take away with this card is the fact that there's a brand new beginning. It is a thought. It is a clear thrust forward with an idea. It's, like I said, it's cutting away these barriers. So that's the second time that this cutting away feeling is entering the reading. It came in also with the male aspect, the divine masculine reading, this cutting away, letting go of control and negative thoughts. Now I'm just skipping towards the overall energy that is shared by both aspects, which is the Three of Pentacles. So this usually represents a reward or recognition for your hard work. It's a completion of a project. So you're being recognized and honored for that. And it also has to do with building that solid foundation. So like I said, it's a shared energy. It covers the entire reading. So this is something that both aspects have been working on in the past and are bringing in. So they're both illuminated. They're both have been doing their work, and they're both being rewarded for it. The card that accompanies it is the Seven of Swords. And this talks about, people sneaking around behind your back, doing nasty things. It's about betrayal, politics, deception, the shadow self, that dishonest aspect of people. So the two cards together tells me that the work has been done to let go of these negative thoughts that are roaming around in your head, making you think that somebody is deceiving you. And I remember a couple twin flame readings back, this was a pretty big hurdle to overcome. So it seems to me like there's been success. This is the number 11 card, Justice, which is balance, and it's coming up on the male aspect in his past position. So this refers to balance, harmony, lifestyle adjustment is needed. It also talks about the externalization of your reality is actually a result of your internal conflict. So whatever you see going on in your external world is actually a reflection of what's going on in your internal world. So this showed up as a shared energy in the divine feminine and masculine reading. So, this is telling me that they're both working on this, on balancing their spiritual and physical self. So the card that accompanies it is the King of Cups. This is Kurt Cobain. Somebody I chose because I felt that he feels every emotion to the max. So the King of Cups represents somebody who is healing emotional wounds. They care for others. They're a master of emotions. Their emotions are pure and they have great depth, and they want peace, worldwide peace. So the two cards together tells me that he's coming into balance emotionally, with that emotional side of himself. The next card up is the Six of Wands, which is victory and success. This means that good news is on the way, and this is in his present position. So it represents completion, following a difficult period, but being successful, as moving through that difficult period and feeling successful about it, being recognized publicly for your success. And people are looking up to you, they respect you, they're proud of you. But it also talks about, keeping your ego in check and don't lose yourself as a result of this recognition. So it seems to me like he's done some work. He's found a balance within himself emotionally, and he feels successful about that. So the card that accompanies it is the Five of Pentacles. So this is the outcast. He feels out in the cold. He shot himself in the foot to either release himself from a situation or he feels like he's been cast out of a situation. It also talks about refusal of aid when asking for it. So he asking for help and nobody's helping him. So also feeling isolated by the community, spiritually isolated. Could also refer to poverty, but it's basically lack and want. So these two cards coupled together tells me that he feels successful. He's standing on this edge, this precipice, and he wants to express his feeling of success, but there's a sense of being locked out, left out in the cold. The Six of Pentacles is a repeated card from the Divine Masculine reading, and this talks about being in a position where you can be open to helping other people. So it's a material and spiritual prosperity, so you feel balanced in the physical and spiritual realms. So yeah, it's about prosperity, harmony. It also talks about finding a balance between giving and receiving, being open to receiving, but also expressing gratitude, compassion, and generosity to others. So you can keep that proverbial, pump, that law of attraction, putting out and getting back what you put out there. So reaping the harvest. So if you notice here, he's turned towards the light. He's not in the shadow, but there's this death card that is accompanying that. So I'm getting the sense that this is the near future position. So I'm getting a sense of him moving through the darkness and walking into the light as this new being, this new person. So some key words about the death card is transition, transformation, letting go of your old self, cutting away what no longer serves you. There's that theme again. And basically new forms of yourself, or new identities, creating these new identities of yourself and ushering in change. So in order to move into the light, this shadow aspect, there needs to be a death of that shadow aspect, those thoughts in your head, those feelings of deceit and worry. And his final outcome, oh my God, it's the light. It's the sun. He's moving towards the light, and he's reaching out to grab it. So I wanted to read this card to you as well. This is the most positive Major Arcana card. So it says, this card reassures you that this is your time to be in the light. No matter what's happening around you, prosperity, bliss are promised. The qualities of this brilliant card are pleasure, happiness, contentment, growth, success, and illumination. The light always brings forth new birth, a constant renewal of life. This is one of the best, if not the most positive card in the deck, and it's yours. This is now your moment to shine. The radiance from within will be there for all to see as people become attracted to your rays of light, and by being compassionate, generous, inspiring, and a leader, many will benefit as they feel the warmth emanating from you. But be discerning, but also be open to whatever or whomever you're attracting from your rays. Reach far and wide. The light card reminds you that because of its powers, nothing remains in the dark. Through its illumination, truths and certain paths before you begin to emerge and can be surely seen. Using the energy of positive thought and continually thinking about the happiest, most joyful of memories, memories will light the path before you even more brightly and attract exactly what you're emanating. Keep on shining. So I'm getting the sense that not only is he moving towards the light, but he is also becoming that light, illuminated. So moving into the union energy, the female aspect has a Three of Swords. So this is all about moving through that pain. It's a very difficult period of time. And moving forward, using that pain to move you forward, and healing yourself. So the card that is accompanying it, this is the Judgment card. So this is all about awakening, it's a rebirth. It is like a grand awakening, coming into consciousness. The male got this in his divine masculine reading. So yeah, it's a realization. The two cards coupled together is telling me that the feminine aspect is moving through this pain and using it as a ladder to continually evolve in her consciousness journey, if you will. On the male side, we got the same thing, the Three of Swords, but the main energy here is the Nine of Swords. So this normally depicts a woman. She's in her bed, she's up at night, and she's consumed with thought. There's nightmares. It's, again, the dark night of the soul. So there's real sense that both aspects are going through this intense rebirth. But the Nine is saying that you're willing to let go of those negative thoughts. You're moving towards the light and transformation. And you're healing your heart as well. So the foundation card here is the Seven of Pentacles. Like I said, it's a repeat. Both cards showed up in the Divine Feminine and Masculine reading. So again, there's that pregnant pause, waiting. You've planted the seeds, and you're waiting for the payoff. Okay, you're waiting for that manifestation. And I'm pointing to the Empress because she states that the manifestation is just on the horizon. So the card that accompanies it is the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is all about feeling stagnant, like things aren't moving forward fast enough, a sense of lack. That coupled with the Seven of Pentacles is just telling me that, you know, that waiting is causing a sense of withdrawal and stagnation. So you're both feeling this. Okay, so the crowning energy, like I said, is the Empress, and she's all about manifesting growth. Okay, she is the creator. Seeds have been planted in the past, and you're watching them grow. And as you're watching them grow, you're nurturing them as well as yourself. But it's also an energy in that you're using love in your heart center, compassion, to deal with people and situations and making choices in your life. But importantly, the most important aspect is that she is the creator. And the card that is accompanying it is the Page of Swords, and this person is somebody who will speak their truth. They're messengers, so it could represent communication. Okay, so yeah, hold on a second. Okay, yeah, so it's freedom of thought, expressing new ideas and fixing those ideas into reality. So what she's manifesting are ideas of the future and that solid foundation, that work that they've both been putting in together. So the energy that is in the middle is the Three of Wands. So the male got that on his what he fears position. So this is talking about partnerships and alliances coming together, working as one. So it's almost like they're helping each other come out of this darkness. They're both reaching out to each other and moving towards light, towards love. The Three of Cups here talks about the feeling of love. It's peace, joy, celebration, celebrating love, essentially. So it also talks about the feeling of love. Makes you feel excited and full of joy. You can feel it moving through you. And that excitement, you'll know that it's true love because you can feel it in your being. And it reminds you that you're connected to something much higher than yourself. So yeah, there's a sense of them working together, building this foundation, waiting for the seeds to be manifested and reaching for each other, helping each other, guiding each other through this darkness into the light, into this new beginning. Okay, so the final thing that I wanted to do is read the two universe messages at the top there. Open. You're free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in all the bounty of life's endless possibilities. All manner of opportunities are presented to you at this time. The wide open card is a signal that you're able to truly manifest your dreams and your goals are in sight. Don't remain small and contracted. Instead, expand your horizons beyond what you believe to be your limitations. You have a unique voice that needs to be expressed to the world. The universe is supportive of new ideas and approaches at this time, so speak up and speak out. There's that throat chakra, speak your truth. This card is a sign of a maverick who freely roams the wide open space of possibility. Allow for a greater vision to replace old ideas as your dream a grander dream. Peaks of Joy, number 33. Your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Yes, please do share with others. If you don't resonate with my readings, please feel free to move on. Don't leave nasty comments or, make judgments on how I'm reading things or, how I present my material or readings to people. I'm doing the absolute best that I possibly can. And you may not think so, but it does hurt when somebody is being judgmental towards you, especially when you're only trying to help other people. I started this channel just to help my group, No Fucks Given, and then it caught on to YouTube on its own, and I thought, well, I will continue with this because it seems to be helping people, and I'm not getting any benefit from it whatsoever except to help other people. So please, spread joy and love and kindness. Be caring and compassionate to people. Extend your arm to them, instead of being hurtful and judgmental. Sorry, guys, I had to do that little ramble. Okay, so joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you will be happy with the results. You're coming closer to a sense of achievement, and you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is singing a beautiful harmony. Life is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart and remember to share your happiness. Joy is contagious. And I am so eternally grateful. Love you all. I hope this helps. Cheers.